What's up, Internet? Today I figured I'd do something a little different. There's a lot of tutorials on the Internet, on the YouTubes, on how to use plugins correctly. Today, we're going to look at using plugins incorrectly. So, I've got this little drum loop, and I'm going to show you how to mess it up. So the first thing is I've got old tape drums from WavesFactory. Loaded up in my Kontakt. Sounds like this. Cool. So let's begin ruining this. So the first thing I'm going to do is throw a little EQ. Pull out some low mids. Pull the kick drum up a little bit. Pull the mids up and then get rid of a nasty little hiss zone. Cool. Now I'm going to use JST Bus Glue drums and just hit it with a little bit of compression. Now I'm going to whip out Soundtoys Decapitator. And what I'm doing here is basically I'm just destroying the mid-range, but then pulling the mix on it back. So it adds a little bit of harmonic distortion. Basically just kind of fills it out a little bit, but then I have the mix turned down so it doesn't sound like I'm destroying everyone with distortion, even though it's going to sound like that later. Just a little bit there. And now I'm just using Reaper's built-in gate plugin to kind of pull out some extra stuff, kind of add a little something interesting to it. Oh yeah. So now I'm going to run over to JST Pixelator, and I am bit crushing just a little bit, but the mix is super low. So basically what it's going to do is just add a little bit of different high end. Kind of just make it sound a little bit more messed up. Now I'm using JST Side Widener, which is just going to pull the sides out and just widen the sides. After that, I'm using JST Bus Glue keys. I have it set all the way to baked. I have saturation way hot, and I have the comp all the way up, so it's just destroying it. Cool. And then after that, just a little bit more EQ. All right. So what I'm doing after that is I'm sending all of that affected signal into this track here. And that is going into a impulse response loader. And I've got like a little room tone in here, which I'm then EQing, pulling some nasty stuff out of. And I have this compressor here, and what this compressor is doing, I have it side chained to the original direct signal. So whenever the direct signal hits, it'll duck it. And then when it's not hitting, it'll pull it back up. So because of that gate, basically what this does is kind of add the room back in and fill it out a little bit and make it a little less jarring to your ears, since the gate just hard cuts it. Forgot to mute that, sorry. So nice and quiet. Cool. So you get the idea there. So all together, you got this going on. It's very, very subtle, but it's a nice little touch. So, all right, I'm doing another thing. I've got the same old tape drums running to another track, and I deleted all the MIDI except the hi-hats, so that because of the gate, we can keep the rhythm going with the tick, 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 tick. So that's just this. And then also I tuned it up just a little bit so it's a little different. So just a little EQ. and then a whole bunch of compression. And then once again, Pixelator for a little high end and just a little bit of weirdness. Cool. So now you put all that together and you get this. All right. So I've got one more little trick here. I'm using a couple of samples just to reinforce the kick in the snare so it hits a little bit harder. So I've got this little fella, which is not much on its own. Nothing too impressive on this. I'm just pulling out some mid-range and boosting the sub a little bit. And then I've got same old Bus Glue drums. I love this setting. I love it so much. And then just boosting more and pulling more. So you get just this. And I'm also sending that to the room bus just to, once again, fill it out just a little bit more. And I've got one more sample, which is a little bloop, I guess, sample. Sounds like this. Sounds absolutely horrible on its own. But what it's basically doing is adding a little bit more thud and just a little bit of a click at the top. So it kind of implies a harder hit. So without, you got this. And then when you throw it in, and I want to still kind of glue everything together a little bit more. So on my master bus, or on the drum bus, I should say, I'm running JST clip, running it pretty hard because I have all these samples turned pretty low. So basically it's lazy compression, but these drums already sound dumb. So like they're meant to sound weird and clippy and screwed up. So I got that going. And then the same idea as before, I'm kind of doing the mid-range push thing, and then I have the mix kind of lower. Pretty self-explanatory. And then just a little bit of EQ to pull out more crap and then add a little bit more sizzle. Cool. So hope you liked it. If not, so sorry. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.